In today's news, CAREY arrested in attempted murder case, Martin still at large. Computer misuse and cybercrime bill 2024 officially passes. Premier Tourism Summit to chart new course for the BVI. Dr. Wheatley encourages residents to work together throughout the new year. 2 lifeguards serve the entire BVI as officials seek to find solutions. And college celebrates decades of excellence, growth, and transformative education. In the U.S., U.S. raises reward for Venezuelan President Maduro to some $25 million. Officials cite decades of data on common respiratory viruses. We have the details of this and much more when 284 News returns.
Rashford made it. Manchester United have come from behind to lead.
At home or on the go, watch CCT Live. Download our app and carry your favorite TV shows, news, or live sports anywhere you go. Visit cctbvi.com/live, select your package, and tune in.
Well, am I covered?
Yeah, you're with CG. Remember when I was dabbling in knife throwing bingo? Well, one night I won, but I also got a bullseye. No. In a beehive. I ran for hours. They caught me in the end, though. Anyway, I was covered, and I got to keep my trophy. Uh-oh.
Best medical cover for the price. CG Insurance. Good like that.
Hello everyone and welcome to this edition of 284 News. It is Tuesday, January 14th, 2024. I'm Ron Grant, bringing you the very latest out of Tortola in the Virgin Islands. A happy Tuesday's wish to each and every one of you. Thank you so much for joining us. Beginning our newscast on the local scene, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force has confirmed the arrest of 22-year-old Shamoy CAREY of Humptomsgut, Tortola, who was previously wanted in connection with the attempted murder of Kazari Stout on November 8, 2024. CAREY has been charged with attempted murder, carrying an unlicensed firearm, and unlawful possession of explosives. As part of the investigation, 2 individuals were also taken into custody on suspicion of assisting an offender. After being interviewed by detectives, they were released pending further inquiries. While one suspect is in custody, the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force is continuing to seek public assistance in locating the second wanted individual, that is, 18-year-old Kashawn Martin of Sandbox Road. The police urge anyone with information on Martin's whereabouts to contact Crime Stoppers at 800-8477 or the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force Intelligence Unit at 368-9339. Police continue to reiterate that all tips provided will be treated with the utmost of confidence. The Royal Virgin Islands Police Force is reminding the public that assisting or harboring offenders with the knowledge that they are wanted is a serious crime. According to Section 352 of the Criminal Code, Revised Edition 2013, such actions can result in imprisonment for 3 to 10 years. The House of Assembly officially passed the Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Bill 2024 on Monday, January 13, 2025, marking a significant legislative step towards bolstering cybersecurity and law enforcement capabilities in the Virgin Islands. Mover of the legislation, Premier Dr. the Honorable Natalia D. Wheatley emphasized the importance of the amendments in addressing gaps identified by the Caribbean Financial Action Task Force. These deficiencies, he said, hinder law enforcement's ability to investigate and prosecute serious crimes, including financial offenses. Premier Wheatley explained that the amendments align with the legislation within international standards, enhancing the effectiveness of investigations while ensuring individual rights are protected.
As it stands, the Act is limiting the scope of investigations, thus allowing criminals to take advantage of the system. The proposed amendments aim to rectify deficiencies by realigning our legal framework with international standards, improving law enforcement's effectiveness in investigating and prosecuting serious crime, all the while striving to safeguard the individual rights. Particularly, they seek to introduce clearer definitions, broaden the scope of applicable offenses, and strengthen investigative powers for our law enforcement agencies. Without these amendments, the law enforcement agencies would not be effective in investigating and prosecuting cybercrimes and more broadly financial crimes.
The Premier reiterated his administration's commitment, he said, to ensuring the safety and security of Virgin Islanders with a responsibility he described as a personal passion and priority. He said the urgency of the amendments was underscored by the recent High Court ruling, which outlined known deficiencies in the BVI's legal framework, including the Police Act.
That judgment, all that says to us is what we already know, Madam Speaker. It says to us that we as legislators have a lot of work to do to strengthen, Madam Speaker, our national security. Right now, the structure, the infrastructure of our national security is not as strong as it needs to be. Madam Speaker, we have to strengthen our police force. We need better training, Madam Speaker. Better training in our police force. That is abundantly clear.
Premier Whitley said if the government did not plan on fixing the issues, it would have been like handing over the territory to the gangsters.
Are you telling me in a day and time when persons are planning criminal offenses on their phones, where a phone can place you at the scene of a crime? Important evidence, you telling me, Madam Speaker? You telling me that we should not have the legislative infrastructure and framework to ensure that that evidence can be used to be able to bring criminals to justice? Would we be responsible members of this House of Assembly, this legislature, if we were to allow that gaping hole to continue? That's not responsible, Madam Speaker. That is something that this House of Assembly needs to fix.
Dr. Wheatley also acknowledged concerns raised by opposition members, but clarified that the bill was brought to the House of Assembly through the Office of the Governor, as constitutionally required. He said it was then the duty of members of the House to make amendments to the areas of concern prior to having the legislation passed.
We say over and over the right place for these bills to be properly amended, to be fixed, is in the House of Assembly. I won't repeat what I said before, but the House of Assembly is the right place for that to take place. And we know that when these bills come here, Madam Speaker, we know that they need work. And that work happens in committee stage. And we accept that there'll be some theatrics on the other side of the House, where members will jump up and say, well, the government is, quote unquote, dropping the ball and bringing bills like this to the House.
Up next, viewers, we have much more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Father Jesus, that line you long like church service.
Alright, do enjoy the rest of it. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come, yes, son.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on, man. You must have cut fun to people.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you?
Yes.
You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Just give me my service.
Yeah. Just give me my service.
Just give me my service.
Make the switch to CCT and get connected today. Unlimited talk, text, and data. Visit any CCT store or call us at 444-4444. CCT, Life Unlimited.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you all for sticking with us. The British Virgin Islands will host its first ever tourism summit next week at the newly reopened Peter Island Resort, marking what Premier Dr. The Honorable Natayo D. Wheatley has described as a strategic move to elevate the territory's tourism sector. The event will feature keynote addresses from various industry professionals representing local and regional agencies.
We are going to have keynote addresses, one from yours truly. Also, we have a former Minister of Tourism and former Director of the CTO, Mr. Vanderpool, who's going to be coming as well. I mean, we have the current Director of the CTO, Caribbean Tourism Organization, Danis Regis Prosper. And of course, we have so many other invited guests. We have representatives from our very own BVI Hotel and Yachting and Tourism Association. We have representatives of our local industry, our industry partners, persons from the sailing sector, persons from our luxury sector, persons from cruise, and so many other stakeholders. And it's going to be a wonderful time. We'll have the opportunity to set the course for tourism in the future. We've been doing extremely well, but we want to take tourism to the next level.
Premier Wheatley revealed plans to introduce new legislation in 2025 to enhance the territory's sailing tourism, including updates to the Commercial Recreational Vessel Licensing Act, which has been under change since 1992. The Premier also emphasized the summit's role in developing a comprehensive tourism vision, focusing, he said, on sustainability and balancing visitor volume with environmental preservation.
Going into this tourism summit, we have to acknowledge that we are the sailing capital of the world.
Correct.
And sailing is our bread and butter. And part of the reason that persons come to these Virgin Islands is to experience our beautiful turquoise waters. And we have some of the best sailing in the world. And of course, we're here to put that on display because it's such a significant part of our tourism sector. But we're going to be bringing legislation in 2025 to improve the experience for our guests who come down here to sail. We have the Commercial Recreational Vessel Licensing Act that we're going to be bringing to the House of Assembly for a first reading very soon. And that act had not been ever amended since it was enacted in 1992.
Wow.
So it's going to be exciting. And everybody who has charter boat business, those persons who are captains and those persons who come to enjoy the cruising in the Virgin Islands, all of those persons will be very pleased with the amendments that we're bringing to the House of Assembly.
The Ministry of Tourism, established under the current administration, organized the summit as its first major initiative to coordinate government activities within the tourism sector.
We believe in this administration that we can take tourism to the next level, and it can be a bigger revenue earner for government, it can be a bigger employer, and it can provide more business opportunities for our people. And of course, to take tourism to the next level, it's necessary to bring all stakeholders together, to have a discussion about the vision that I have, the vision that this administration has for tourism, which is something, of course, that is a dynamic vision. Of course, the vision is influenced by people.
Right.
So when we want to set an outlook for tourism in 2025 and beyond, We want to make sure that we're extremely inclusive and we give other persons the opportunity to respond to this vision, to be able to give their commentary on the vision, to refine the vision, and then, of course, to execute the vision.
Gotcha.
So that we have that buy-in. And this tourism summit is actually an important component of our tourism policy and a tourism plan moving forward.
Gotcha.
When this administration came to office, we took the revolutionary step of having a Ministry of Tourism.
Yes.
And a part of the remit of the Ministry of Tourism is coordinating government's activities in regard to the tourism sector and also to plan and to make policies.
Tourism discussions will address topics such as government support for tourism, product diversification, and maintaining the territory's premium destination status while pursuing growth opportunities. The summit has reached capacity, though proceedings will be available via live stream for industry stakeholders unable to attend in person. In a message to the people of the Virgin Islands, Leader of Government Business and Minister for Finance, Dr. the Honorable Natalio D. Wheatley encouraged residents to support what is good and right in 2025, sharing his vision of hope and success for the territory.
My dear Virgin Islands people, the dawn of a new year brings with it a fresh chapter, bringing with possibilities and hope. As the sun rises on this new year, 2025, my government and I extend heartfelt wishes for a joyful and prosperous new year to each and every one of you. Reflecting on our journey together over the past year, we have faced challenges with unwavering resilience and celebrated victories with collective pride. The spirit of our community has shone brightly, illuminating the path forward. As we step into this new year, let us embrace the opportunities it presents with optimism and determination. It is a time to set new goals, foster new dreams, and build on the foundations we have laid. Our strength lies in our unity, and together we can achieve remarkable things. This year, I call upon all of us, each and every one, to join hands in a renewed commitment to building a sustainable and prosperous nation.
Wheatley also encouraged all residents to work together for a better BVI.
Let us work together to preserve our beautiful environment, support local businesses, and invest in the well-being of our communities. Every small, positive action makes a significant difference in our collective future. Let us also remember the importance of kindness and compassion in our daily lives. By extending a helping hand to those in need and supporting one another, we strengthen the bonds that hold our community together and make our country stronger.
And in embarking on a new year, Wheatley admonished all to work hard for the shared success of these Virgin Islands.
As we embark on this journey through 2025, may we find inspiration in the promise of new beginnings and the power of our shared vision. Together, let us create a future that reflects our highest aspirations and values. With hope and unity, let us make 2025 a year of progress, sustainability, and shared success.
The Virgin Islands' entire beach safety program currently operates with just only 2 lifeguards stationed at Josiah's Bay and Smuggler's Cove. Chief Fire Officer Zebulon McLean reiterated during Standing Finance Committee deliberations. Take a look at this report.
During questioning from 2nd District Representative Honorable Melvin Turnbull about lifeguard staffing levels, McLean explained these 2 beaches were designated for coverage amid limited staffing as they are the most dangerous in the territory. The committee learned that the baths, another area of concern, currently relies on signage alone with no stationed lifeguards. He explained further that the fire department is currently preparing a proposal for the permanent secretary and ministry to identify revenue sources that could support an expanded lifeguard program. When asked about previously trained and certified lifeguards estimated at 14 to 16 personnel, McLean informs the committee that these individuals had moved on to other employment opportunities. To solve the issue at hand, he emphasized the need for both additional lifeguards and proper beach huts to support operations. During the proceedings, 8th District Representative Honorable Marlon Penn inquired about potential partnerships with non-profit organizations, specifically suggesting a beach adoption program to establish lifeguard stations at heavily visited locations like Cane Garden Bay and Long Bay Beach. McLean clarified that while NGOs typically assist with beautification and equipment donations, the primary challenge remains securing personnel for beach stations. Penn highlighted concerns about liability issues and increasing tourist numbers, particularly given the Premier's projections for 2025. He urged consideration of immediate solutions for the peak tourism season if current budget constraints persist. It is generally recommended to have at least one lifeguard per 20 to 25 swimmers at beaches. With more tourists flocking to the territory's most dangerous beaches, the risk of drownings and injuries raises substantially without proper supervision. This marks another consecutive year that the need for expanded lifeguard services has been raised during Standing Finance Committee deliberations, as tourism numbers continue to increase throughout the territory. Jaco to It for News.
Up next, viewers, we have much more on the local scene. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of Pop the Balloon or Find the Connection. Let's meet our first contender, ladies. Okay, Joey, so do you have any toxic traits?
I'm very restrictive. I don't give more time. What you get is what you get. I don't like to give unlimited time. That's it.
Okay, can you tell us why you popped your balloon?
That's a little too restricted for me.
Thank you for coming. Okay, ladies, so let's meet our second contender.
Sorry, excuse me. Why did you pop a balloon?
I
could give you minutes, data, unlimited call, overseas call, fiber. What else you need?
My friend used to date you. You are scam. She used to pay for everything and more. Nothing to offer.
Okay, ladies, let's welcome our last contender. You look nice. Can you tell us your name?
Thank you. My name is Christian Charles Thomas. They call me C Sweetie.
What do you have to offer these ladies?
Well, security, trust, unlimited time, and I'm pretty fast.
Okay, so do you have any deal breakers?
Nah, but here's my number. 444-4444. Y tú, vida ilimitada.
Okay, guys, so no pop balloons.
For a fast, reliable, and secure connection for your personal or business life, call us at 444-4444 or visit any of our CCT stores and we'll get you connected with the perfect match for you.
Welcome back, everyone, and thank you all for sticking with us. Moving right along. This year, the H. Lavity Stout Community College is celebrating its 35th anniversary of higher education in the Virgin Islands. On Monday, January 14th, 2025, the college held a press conference speaking about the observations. Communications and Public Relations Manager Ms. Bria Smith revealed that this milestone year celebrates decades of excellence, growth, and transformative education under the inspiring theme, The Dream of a Visionary.
Today marks the beginning of a milestone year for HLSCC. It's our 35th anniversary this year, which is being celebrated under the theme, The Dream of a Visionary. For over 3 decades, HLSCC has been the cornerstone of education, innovation, and transformation in the Virgin Islands. From the dreams of our founding visionaries to the achievements of our current students, this institution has grown to represent the power of education to uplift individuals and strengthen communities. The purpose of today's press conference is not only to celebrate the legacy of HLSCC, but also to officially launch our 35th anniversary activities, starting with our annual Founders Day ceremony scheduled for tomorrow, 14th January. Over the course of this year, we will honor the rich history that has shaped us, celebrate the accomplishments of our students and graduates, and look forward to the future as we continue to serve as a beacon of opportunity and excellence in higher education.
Details about the year-long activities were shared by President Dr. Richard Georges, which are aimed at engaging the Virgin Islands community while honoring the legacy of those who made the journey possible.
I would like to say that over the past 3.5 decades, college has transformed countless lives within of being one. I know many of you in the audience today online are similarly counted among number of seen personal development growth tied to this institute. The college has also consistently adapted to changing of the territory, offering diverse academic programs, but also a rich cultural arts experience. Obviously, Eileen L. Parsons Auditorium, our classics in number, Lit Fest, summer camps, and other offerings.
HLSCC's Director of Institutional Advancement, Mrs. Yvonne Crabb, spoke about what the public can expect for the 35th anniversary celebrations.
This milestone is a testament to the resilience, dedication, and vision of all those who have been a part of this institution's journey. As we look back on our achievements, we also recognize the role the community has played in helping us fulfill our mission. Today, I want to share how you can be a part of this exciting chapter and support HLSCC as we continue to strive to serve the Virgin Islands and beyond.
On the international scene, the United States Department has announced an increase in the reward for information leading to the arrest of conviction of Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, raising the figure from $15 million to some $25 million. The decision highlights the seriousness of the charges against Maduro and the ongoing threat he allegedly poses to international stability, according to a senior State Department official. Maduro, 62, has been under indictment in the United States since 2020 on charges of narco-tourism and drug trafficking. Prosecutors allege that he played a central role in the Cartel of the Suns, a Venezuelan drug trafficking organization made up of high-ranking officials. He is accused of conspiring with the Revolutionary Armed Forces of Colombia, a designated foreign tourism organization, of smuggling large quantities of cocaine into the United States and other countries. The indictment alleges that Maduro facilitated multi-ton shipments of cocaine supplied with narcotics with military-grade weapon and used the group to train a militite acting as an armed wing of the cartel. Now, viewers, these activities reportedly formed part of a violent and corrupt narco-terrorism conspiracy. The announcement of the increase in the reward came on the same day Maduro was sworn in for a controversial third term as president. His July 2024 election victory was declared by Venezuela's electoral authority and top court, but the U.S. Department of State has dismissed the results, citing credible evidence of electoral fraud. China's foreign ministry has dismissed claims about an unknown respiratory virus, stating that fearmongering has caused the human virus that has been documented for at least 60 years to escalate. Foreign Minister spokesperson Guo Jacquard said Wednesday that respiratory infections in China are currently lower than last year's levels, despite typical winter increases in the Northern Hemisphere. The World Health Organization confirmed China's assessment, reporting that acute respiratory infections, including those from seasonal influenza, remain within expected ranges for the winter season. Chinese health authorities reported their healthcare system is not overwhelmed, subject to media reports, with hospital utilization lower than the same period last year. No emergency declarations have been triggered. Influenza remains the primary cause of respiratory illnesses across most age groups, except for children aged 5 to 14. with pneumonia always, of course, showing the highest positivity rate. COVID-19 activity remains low, though there has been an increase in severe cases. China say they maintain a regular communication with WHO regarding respiratory diseases and has implemented sentinel surveillance for acute respiratory infections. Health officials have provided public guidance on protective measures moving forward. The Foreign Ministry emphasized its commitment to ensuring safe travel conditions for both Chinese citizens and foreign nationals, while urging personnel to be responsible for health protection. Viewers, that is it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for your daily news updates at Tweet4Media and Tweet4BVI on Instagram and X, formerly Twitter. In addition, follow us on our WhatsApp channel for daily updates. I'm Ron Grant. Do have a safe and enjoyable evening. A happy Tuesday is wished to all. Goodbye.